Have you ever had any close encounters or good relationships just from, let's say, the audience connecting with you?
Yeah, I mean, I've made friends, but you know, it's a really tricky thing because at the beginning you're so grateful for everyone that follows you. I used to reply to every comment, reply to every email, you know, answer DMs and stuff like that. And it gets to a point, it gets a little bit overwhelming and kind of suffocating. I don't answer DMs anymore. I don't answer personal emails. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who just email saying like, hey, can we get together and have a beer or something? And when you do the type of content that I do, I understand that the audience builds a relationship with you and they think they know you, or they do know you to a certain extent. And they start to feel like a friend. You know, I get the funniest texts sometimes. People are like, hey bro, I'm in town. I'm in Bangkok. And it's like,
like on Instagram? Like
yeah. And I have no idea who this person is. And it was like, am I supposed to be excited? Like this is a weird thing to deal with, but yeah.
And I guess back to the question, are there any good friends that have come from that you can still say you're close with?
Yeah, I made a whole lot of friends. I did a meetup a couple of weeks ago, and it's something I don't think I ever really wanted to do, and I'd sort of put it off, but I had a friend buy a steak in a bar, and she's like, can you just help me sort of promote it or something? And I was like, yeah, cool. I'll hold a little meetup there. So I gave it like 24 hours notice. It was in Pattaya and 100 people showed up. So it was really cool and I enjoyed it way more than I expected to.
Were there any strange encounters?
No, I haven't had any, you know, like, and I get a lot of troll messages and stuff. Like I've blocked like 600 people. But I've never had anyone say anything to you.
Yeah, they won't actually come up to your face. I mean, everyone gets trolls, just block, delete.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then I give like a smart ass response and then let it sit there for a little bit.
I give all smart ass responses. Like I fuck with them. I'm like, all right, let's go. I give my address too. Good luck. I was talking to like Chris Parker as well about this, and he said and it's pretty much going off your point earlier. People will come up to you and they'll say, hey man, how's it going? And what he was saying was they don't realize you don't know who they are because they've, you know, digested so much of your content. They feel they know who you are. Can you relate to that?
Yeah, 100%. And like, I find that, you know, when I hang out with other YouTubers, like the first time I met Patty, like when we were hanging out, I was like, I feel like I've known this guy forever. So I experienced that as well. So I totally understand that. It can be weird at first. And then like, I've just gotten so used to just having like a one-sided conversation. Like when I meet people, I can just talk about stuff that they'll understand, you know, talk about my friends or what I'm doing that day. So, and
you connect as well because it's the same type of industry you're in.
Yes,
business. Yeah. See, I have a little filter. My tip. Let's see if you'll use it. I shouldn't even announce that because I'm now going to get called out for it. But basically, I don't want to respond to DMs because I have in the past, and then a conversation starts. That's and then you can't get out of it. So my response is to DMs. And it depends, like if I want, okay, this is a cool fan, let's keep them rolling. I just respond in broken written English. This is Brendan's assistant, Sharon. Sorry, he can contact you later. And every time they reply, I'm just right again. He is away. I tell him. This way, like you don't fuck them off. And if anyone's watching this, sorry, that's what it is. But I have engaged, and then you can't get out of it.
That's right. And so many of the times people ask me a question and it's like, God, I could answer that for you really quickly and really easily, but it's going to escalate to the point where you're texting me like, what are you doing? Or sending me photos. Like I had with someone and he's like, starts sending me photos of his lunch. It's like, fuck off. You know, like I wanted to help you with the one thing, but I wanted to end there. And you just can't do that, right?
Yeah, I think maybe educating the audience as well and how to... That could be an interesting video. I'm sure people give you, hey, I got an idea for you. We get this all the time. I got a guest for you. And then you look and you're like, who the fuck is this homeless guy?
Yeah.
Anyways, but educating the audience on how to interact with the creator. And it's more or less, I've said off camera, but it's, imagine 1,000 people responded to you and you had 1,000, you would get nothing done that day.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's like, it's not that you're trying to be rude. It's just, you're very, very busy.
And it's good to sort of disconnect yourself a little bit as well as a creator.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.